Today we're going to practice a general open awareness practice, a mindfulness practice. And I like to call it open awareness with this encouragement to really be open with it. I find myself in practice, I can tighten or stress or strain. So to really focus on this quality of openness as we practice today. So as you gently allow the eyes to close and settle into the body, resting right away in this open awareness of what's going on in the body, bringing some quality of gentleness or kindness. Are there any minor adjustments that need to be made in the body? Finding a posture that feels right for you in this moment. And what can you feel going on in the body? The points of contact where the body's touching the chair or cushion. The feet on the floor or tucked up underneath you. The temperature of the air on the skin or the clothes on the body. Being open to any sense of tension in the body, any tight muscles. Maybe you can feel the body breathing in the stomach and abdomen. This rising and falling. Sharon Salzberg, the esteemed teacher, says, "The body's breathing anyways. Just pay attention to it." You don't have to control the breath. You don't have to make it look any certain way. Just letting it do its thing and tuning into this physical experience in the stomach and abdomen as the body breathes itself. And you can move up to the chest, from the heart center around to the sides of the rib cage and into the armpits. Remembering this intention of openness. Feeling the chest rise and fall or expand and contract. If it helps you, noting in, out, or rise, fall as the body breathes. And moving up to the nostrils. Could be the upper lip or the tip of the nose. Just seeing what you can feel going on as the body breathes. What breath sensations are present? What does it feel like to be breathing at the nostrils? And we'll begin really opening up our awareness, starting with the body and physical sensations in general. And I like to think of resting in this kind of receiving mode, being receptive to whatever arises in the body. What can you notice in your experience right now? It could be something like an itch or a pain. It could be something like the body breathing or some movement. Maybe something rather neutral like the feet on the floor or the clothes on the body. Just asking yourself in this moment, what's going on in the body, and seeing what jumps out in your experience. And tuning into it for a few moments. What does that feel like? If there's a pain, is it sharp or dull? Is it burning or tingling? If you're noticing the body breathing, seeing if you can be with the breath from the beginning of the inhale all the way through the end of the exhale. Really doing our best to be with whatever arises. And when the mind wanders, when we get lost in thought, just noticing that the mind's done so and coming back to the body, coming back to where we're sitting, right here in this present time experience. What's going on in your body? And you can open up to the other main sense doors. Even with eyes closed, you may have some visual stimulation going on, lights or movement. Maybe smelling or tasting. We often have a slight taste in our mouth if we really tune in. Maybe a subtle smell. And hearing. Maybe they're sounds from your own body, within the room or space you're sitting, outside the space. And whatever it is, just noticing what grabs your attention. as you sit here, resting in this openness, what arises in your experience? There's no right or wrong. There's not one thing we're looking for. What's happening? What is it like to be you in this moment? And as something comes up, being with it, and then opening the awareness back up. You can always return to the body breathing, using the breath as your anchor, or any other experience. Maybe it's returning to the feeling of sitting where you are, or returning to a sound, just to help us arrive back in the present time experience. And we'll add in this sixth sense door in Buddhism. Although we often think of five senses, traditionally in meditation we have six, with the sixth one being the mind. So you don't need to try to quiet the mind. You don't need to have no thoughts or be perfectly clear-minded. But just like with the rest of our experience, noticing what arises in the mind. Maybe it's a thought, a fantasy or regret, total wandering mind. Maybe it's a mental state like some slight liking or disliking of an experience, judging, wondering when the meditation's going to be over. Whatever it is, bringing awareness to it and noticing it. Watching each experience arise with this openness at all of the 6 sense doors. What's going on in your experience in this moment?